Welcome to my first and hopefully not the last until the last episode of Kuroko Basketball Season 2 recap and review show. Yeah, you can judge me however much you want. I read Kuroko no Basket, so as soon as that Season 2 were revealed, I have eagerly been waiting for, because well, I'm still not sure exactly how many arcs or battles they're going to animate. I am looking extremely forward to them, because this Season 2 is where everything goes better. Well, first of all, I'll break it down quickly for you who are not too familiar with it. It's the story about Kuroko. He's called a shadow in basketball. He has no super athletic skills, but he uses misdirection to pass. And it's also about Kagami, a player that has outstanding basketball skills. They are a part of Serin Basketball Club, and they try to defeat the Generation of Miracles, Kurokos' previous team, when he was in young school. But the Generation of Miracles are prodigies and extremely all-powerful. This episode of Season 2 starts out with a coach, or a minor coach, actually recapping who the Generation of Miracles are. The Kiseriota, a man who can copy; Daiki Aomine, a powerful ace of the generation; Atsushi Murasakibara, whose skills are still unknown, even though, well, those who have read the manga knows his skill, but I won't tell yet. And also we have Midorima, who is a shooter who can shoot from almost any angle. And finally, the captain, Akatsuchi. Oh no, Akatsuchi. Damn, I dropped the name. And this episode is about that Kuroko and Kagami and the other first years, together also with their senpai called Kyoshi, a uncrowned general, a man with good skill, yet still is a little bit. He has wounded his knee. They are visiting a basketball for fun in not a park, but how do you explain it? Not a real game, but they are going there for practice, while the rest of the senpais are practicing in their basketball hall. There, Kagami meets an old friend and a little bit of a brother to him, Tatsuya Himuro, and they have an English dialogue. That's actually a pretty funny one. "You don't look surprised, keeping the usual poker face." "I ain't keeping a poker face. It's in my nature." I'm not trying to mock. It's just a little funny there. I think they did good. And at the end, it reveals that Kagami lived in America, and Himuro was one of the first people he befriended. But and Himuro introduced him to basketball too. But when they were young, around 13 or 14 or something like that, they played a lot of games together. And when Kagami threw a match, because Himuro said, "If you win, I won't call you my brother anymore," because they have a necklace, you know, that as a sign of brotherhood. Then Himuro snapped and said, "Next game, you won't pull your punches." And that reveals that Himuro has a little bit darker side to his personality. Otherwise, he's pretty calm, cool-headed, seems to be kind. And then they decide to settle the score here. But then the game gets interrupted by none other than Murasakibara, a giant of a man. That's this episode. As I said, I am glad that they are back. Maybe this episode didn't really feel it was extremely strong, but that's because everything has yet to start. It was nice to see all the basketball players again. They're as funny as ever. And but what advice do I have for anybody who have not seen it? Yeah, Kuroko no Basket is a basketball anime. It's maybe pretty difficult to get into. Although I could definitely say those who enjoyed Season 1 are definitely gonna enjoy Season 2, perhaps even more. Well, since I know a lot of you are complainers, a lot of you are probably gonna complain about Season 2. If you did not complain about Season 1, that is. But I'll recommend Kuroko no Basket for anyone who likes a little cool characters. No, I recommend Kuroko no Basket for anyone who's not a fan of basketball. Because you don't need to be a fan of basketball to like this anime. In fact, they technically explain all the rules and all the things. While there may be some things I do not get, the reason for that is because I'm not involved in basketball. So I recommend anyone who is not a fan of basketball, because I think you will enjoy this. If you are a fan of basketball, however, well, and still like this one, do tell me what do you like about it. So I welcome you to these reviews. I will mostly just say about the episodes, and if I have anything important to say, I'll say it. I'll see you another time.